Unbreakable Bonds. Episode 1. The story happened in Taiwan after the end of martial law, but the legacy of the White Terror remains. Tai Chi Men is an ancient menpai of Qigong, martial arts, and self-cultivation. It is also an international non-profit public welfare cultural organization that aims to promote Tai Chi Men culture and improve global citizens' physical, mental, and spiritual health. With one heart, Tai Chi Men's Shifu and Dizzy have visited 101 countries so far to promote messages of love and peace, and Tai Chi Men has been invited to perform on the National Day in front of the presidential office 8 times. The Tai Chi Men Bogus case began after the 1996 presidential election. Tai Chi Men was caught in the crossfire of the government's religious crackdown and political purge. Despite poison pen letters against Tai Chi Men, Kaohsiung and Hsinchu district prosecutor offices found no illegal activity at Tai Chi Men and closed the case. However, prosecutor Ho Kwon-jen used false witnesses and fake evidence to frame and persecute Tai Chi Men, leading to illegal taxation by the NTB. In 2007, the Supreme Court found Tai Chi Men innocent of tax evasion and all other charges. In 2009, the government awarded compensation for wrongful imprisonment, the unjust Tai Chi Men case. The NTB disregarded the Supreme Court's decision that Tai Chi Men was innocent and owed no taxes. The NTB continued to impose illegal tax bills, so-called never-ending tax bills. The corrupt NTB officials and Administrative Enforcement Agency illegally persecuted Tai Chi Men for over 20 years, and this disaster has not ended till this day. On the afternoon of December 19, 1996, some Tai Chi Men Dizzy were having a good chat while cleaning up or playing with their grandchildren at the academy. A group of people broke in. Prosecutor Ho Kwon-jen, infamous for his harshness, commanded investigators and hundreds of armed police officers to search Tai Chi Men. Ho Kwon-jen ordered,
"Search this place."
Searches were conducted in 12 Tai Chi Men academies across the nation, and several houses of Tai Chi Men Dizzy. Pieces of paper were scattered, and drawers were pulled out. Documents, videotapes, and even personal items were taken away as critical evidence, including the treasured photos collected by Shifu. It was also taken away as significant evidence. A total of 12 large boxes were seized. Everyone panicked. Don't know what to do.
What should we do?
Tai Chi Men Dizzy decided.
We'll wait for Shifu's return and see what to do next.
However, Shifu didn't come back that day. At the Investigation Bureau, Shifu gave truthful and clear answers to the questions. But what the investigator cares about was how to make the results of the investigation can fit the story that the prosecutor has already made up in his mind. Shifu was transferred from the Investigation Bureau to the prosecutor's office for investigation.
Breaking news: police cracking down on a major scam group.
That night the press had a field day, broadcasting the afternoon search. And the alleged crime made headlines in the newspapers that would be published the next day. Shifu was taken into custody. At the time, Shifu's wife just had a back surgery, and Tai Chi Men Dizzy were worried that she would not be able to withstand the prolonged investigation. However, after a phone call from Dizzy said,
"Shifu was detained. Prosecutor Ho threatened to interrogate you."
Shifu's wife handed all the cash on hand to Tai Chi Men Dizzy, as if to say she didn't expect to return soon. Some of the academies were rented, and there were utility bills and other expenses. The Dizzy couldn't live without Tai Chi Men, their second home. Shifu's wife took the initiative to go to the investigation bureau. The prosecutor was furious, yelled at her, teased her, and even threatened her.
If you don't cooperate, I will get your sons back from abroad.
Without any criminal evidence against her. Shifu's wife, simply a housewife, was also taken into custody. Prosecutor Ho deliberately hid evidence favorable to the defense when transferring this case to the court, resulting in Zhang Menren and his wife be detained for as long as 159 and 155 days respectively. On December 24th, that day is the Christmas Eve, Chen, a Tai Chi Men dizzy, was woken up by investigators early in the morning. They ransacked his house, even his daughter's rooms. In the end, they seized some random items. While no one accused him of any crime, Chen was held in custody for 116 days. Peng, who had been infertile for 17 years, just gave birth to a baby after joining Tai Chi Men and practicing Qigong. After her house was searched, she was taken directly to Investigation Bureau. After she answered the question, she was also taken into custody and confined. Ho Quanzhen never notified her family, and the school she worked for by the book. She suddenly disappeared. The school sent a letter to Taipei District Attorney's office, and only got a reply a week later, to confirm that she has been detained a week ago. Her sudden disappearance caused a lot of stress in her family, and her 7-month-old baby was emotionally traumatized. Li and Wen shared their experiences of practicing Tai Chi Men Qigong in an interview by the media a few days ago.
We have grown healthier and happier after practicing Qigong at Tai Chi Men.
For this reason, their houses were also searched. Investigators also came to search their houses at dawn. More ridiculously, the address on the search warrant was wrong. After the investigators ransacked their house,
Move it.
Li's wife was helpless when seeing her husband being taken away rudely. She had to pretend to be calm and comfort their 5-year-old son. Tai Chi Men dizzy were afraid to tell their family members or call other brothers and sisters. Personal phone books were burned down to prevent others from being located. Wen's house was also searched after she was interviewed, so her husband's family members blamed her.
You are not allowed to come in.
Wen was not allowed to enter her home for 7 days. After the incident, Wen was under tremendous pressure, at home and at work, leading to a steep decline in her health, suffering from sadness, and passing away at a young age. At that time, Prosecutor Ho even kept talking via the press that
I would detain 200 more Tai Chi Men dizzy,
attempting to create a chilling effect. Dear viewer, the first episode of Unbreakable Bonds is here. Next, what illegal tricks will Ho Quanzhen use to persecute Tai Chi Men Shifu and Dizzy? Please continue to watch the second episode of Unbreakable Bonds.